Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Thank you for watching the premier Geek podcast, Ozzy and the Freak Talk Geek. I'm Ozzy.
And I'm the Freak. And it's another episode of A Week in Geek. Oh. And we're back. So, want to jump right into this bombshell?
You have a bombshell, please.
But not a good bombshell, like a bomb. Bomb slash flop. Big old flop diggity.
What are you talking about? Oh.
Big old flop diggity.
Okay, I have avoided all news about this.
So, okay, huge spider nerd. Okay, you know that.
Okay.
I love the Spider-Man.
Sure.
And I was actually looking forward to this. The other day, Krista was talking about, like, hey, let's go see a movie. And I was like, all right, cool. Let's go Kraven. It's another rated R Marvel movie. And I'm like, this is the Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man related. I was like,
yeah, so is Madam Web, but go ahead.
Well, I haven't seen Madam Web, but I don't even know anything about the Madam Web. Wasn't that a show or was that a movie?
That was a movie.
Was it?
Yeah,
so
buddy.
Madam Web was like 15 million or something like that. Kraven the Hunter debut box office this weekend, pulling in just 11 million.
That's a lot more than I expected it would.
11 million over the 3 days.
Okay.
This is lower than previously expected, 13 million to 15.
Well, I mean, what do they expect, man?
The film generated 278.9 million social media impressions across all the major platforms, far below the 599 million for the Marvels and 424 million for Madam Web. Let's see.
God, I wish Sony would hang it up. I wish Sony would just hang it.
They're talking about it, dude.
Like
Sony's standalone Spider-Man universe projects seem to suffer the most, following the dismal reception of Morbius, which was 73.8 million. Madam Web was 43.8 million. Kraven the Hunter is the latest proof that Sony's formula is broken. The numbers don't lie. Sony's Spider-Verse and Holland's led Spider-Man films have collectively grossed over 6.85 billion.
Yeah, you
worldwide.
can make Marvel MCU for that. I don't think it has Sony to do anything of that.
The live action spin-offs haven't even fucking made a dent, bro.
Like, now is that including the Venom movies too?
I want to say yes, those are spin-offs. No. Now, why comments are going around like he's a supervillain.
Yeah.
Why does Sony want to make Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery goodish?
Right.
It's I don't know why they're doing that. They did it with Venom. Now, the only reason I can see Venom working is because now I haven't seen Venom 3.
Neither have I.
What I've seen from Venom 1 and Venom 2 is this isn't our MCU Venom.
No.
I believe that this is a Venom from another universe.
Sure. Well, because
he doesn't recognize Spider-Man.
No.
Until Spider-Man merges across the universe, and it shows that one scene where Venom's in the bed or whatever, and all of a sudden, because Venom, the symbiote, has all collective knowledge from every other symbiote.
Correct.
So as soon as they crossed the universes, all of a sudden he recognized Spider-Man.
Right.
So I'm okay with that scenario.
Sure.
This was a different unit, but
bro, but come on, all right, let's not pull Kraven the Hunter. Did you honestly expect to have an enjoyable experience with Kraven the Hunter?
Based on the fact that I actually saw part of a trailer, and from what I saw in the trailer, the violence, the rated R, the blood, and everything, I was actually looking forward to it. And I also thought he was a supervillain. I thought this was a movie about a supervillain just being a villain. Like I don't know. I still can't tell you what the concept of the actual movie is. I other than it's Craven the Hunter. I don't know. All I saw was
It's
him killing
Craven the
people.
Hunter, if only by name. Like
Yeah.
he gets animal powers, like because he protected animals, but he's a hunter,
That
right? Isn't that what the movie is?
I honestly don't know. Now I know he's a hunter who kills animals and kills things for a living. That's what he does.
Right.
As to him protecting them,
Right.
that
Isn't that what at least what I saw in the trailer?
I don't know. I like I said, I only saw part of a trailer. So, and I was just like, all right, this is another rated R film. This would be cool. I want to see this. Deadpool's went rated R and it went phenomenal. Now, Deadpool's already a big hit before the movie, but still, why they went with a C class character like Craven? I don't know. I wanted to give it a shot, especially being a Spider Man fan.
Sure.
Now, I do want to talk about this.
Oh,
Now,
well, hello.
what the fucking bullshit is that? This looks like it's straight out of goddamn old 1990s Hercules.
Sir, that is your comics accurate Rhino.
Which comic?
Well,
Because comic accurate Rhino was a man in a suit. And we're not going to talk about the other Rhino in a suit.
Paul Giamatti?
Paul Giamatti. At least he was in a suit and he was a criminal.
Okay, so this is from
this
Craven?
this is from Craven.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Rhino from Craven.
It's better than Paul Giamatti in a robot suit.
And from the other scenes that I saw in this video, it looks like they're fighting on like some Sahara plains.
Yeah,
Like
makes sense.
he's not even a criminal in a city. This is like somebody banged a rhino and this came out. This is what happens when you get too much interspecies erotica.
Oh, Jesus Christ, bud.
People were talking about like the animation on him, the still shots. This is like the still shots.
Mm-hmm.
But people were talking about how the animation on Rhino was so bad it looked like a video game that didn't finish rendering.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Just hang it up, Sony. Jesus Christ. Just let it go. They're not gonna, I don't know.
So another failed attempt at Rhino.
Unless they finally figure out how to get Tom Holland and do maybe the Clone Saga, I can't see Sony pulling anything out of their ass to make any Spider-Verse movie work other than the animated Spider-Verse stuff.
Yeah. This was a tragedy in my book.
Yeah.
Just seeing that image shattered all hopes of me wanting to see that movie.
No, I kind of am looking forward to if we can get a Marvel Legends figure of that Rhino. Be interested in seeing that.
For Rhino?
Yeah.
Ugh. I mean, and you know me, I don't collect the movie ones anyways.
I don't either, and I have a good
just
Rhino, but I want to see what they do with that one.
What the hell was that? Okay. All right.
Okay.
So, what you got for me? Or I can continue with my comics because I have a lot of comic stuff. Well,
I do have some comic stuff too, but you can go ahead and go first if you want.
No, after you.
Okay. Well, you want to pull up the Death One. Okay, so this is going to be a page from Infinity Watch number 1.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the reappearance of Death in Marvel Comics and the mainstream Marvel continuity. as we all know.
I like her better as a woman.
Right. But Death as an independent entity has been part of the Marvel Universe longer than most of its heroes, with the character first appearance taking all the way back to Beach Allen and Ed Robbins' story Tiger Trail from the pages of 1940 Marvel Mystery Comics number 10. In the decades since, Death has been a prominent number of numerous major storylines, most of all revolving around the villain Thanos. Anyway, we all know this. We all know about Death. We all know about this.
Is this the Young
But
Adventures?
this, my friend, are the stone bearers of Infinity Watch.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the stones bearers is Death itself. Now, the vessel in which Death is carrying the stone is, if you'll go ahead to the next one, that, my good man, is Marvel Comics' Phil Coulson.
Phil Coulson.
Phil Coulson of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Of S.H.I.E.L.D., an
of
agent.
MCU, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
Phil Coulson is now Death.
What?
In Marvel Comics.
What?
Much like the original Phil Coulson from the MCU, the Coulson of the primary Marvel Universe in comics was an impossibly valuable member of S.H.I.E.L.D. up until his death during the events of 2015's Secret Empire.
Mm-hmm.
Following his demise, Coulson took up the role of a villain by selling his soul to Mephisto in exchange for a chance to remake reality in the demon's own image. This shocking heel turn ended with Coulson's defeat, yet it wouldn't be the end of his story. When the fabled Death Stone emerged, it chose Coulson as its personal stone bearer, bringing him back to life and giving him a chance to make up for his past sins.
Dude.
Phil Coulson is Death. Spoilers.
That's freaking cool. I'm trying to see if I
Right?
can find any more images of this.
This is
And you bring up Mephisto too, by the way.
Right.
That's somebody I would love to see make his way to the screen.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe if we ever get the what is that? What is the Blade Ghost Rider team up called?
Oh, I just found something. All right, hold on.
Midnight Suns. Maybe if we ever get something to do with Midnight Suns, we might get Mephisto.
All right, check this out.
Sure.
Phil Coulson, The Death
There he
Stone
is.
Saga, Chapter 1. Like,
there he is.
He just looks so defeated there.
He was.
Man, I mean, I know he was obviously defeated, but I meant like emotionally. A man who will do great things again. Man, that's freaking phenomenal, bro. I'm gonna have to check this out now.
Right?
I really want to check this out.
Well, Infinity Watch number 1
Mm-hmm.
will be available. Oh, it's already available now at Marvel Comics. So give it about 6 to 8 weeks, and it'll be on Marvel Unlimited.
Nice. I'm gonna forget about it by then.
Probably, but
What's
it makes me love my Phil Coulson action figure even more now.
That's why when we do this, I have this.
There you go, buddy.
All right. So what's the saga called?
It's called Infinity Watch. So it's a new ongoing series written by Derek Landy, art by Ruari Coleman, ink by Scott Hanna, colors by Brian Reber and Eric Arcienega.
All right. There you go. Got my sticky note. Let's set this over here as a reminder.
There you go. What you got in comics?
I want to check that one out. What was that?
What you got in comics?
Oh, okay. Let me see. Well, now when I say comics, comic related.
Okay.
Like we're it's still in the genre of comics.
Sure.
Oh no, I just lost my tab. Hold on. I can find it again.
History.
I can do this.
You're running a Windows-based thing. Hit the history tab.
Nope, I got it. All right, cool. Okay. So, and this is actually not even a really big one. It's related.
Shoot, man.
Bam! The
The Boys.
For its fifth and final
Final
season. Showrunner Eric Kripke is expressing his excitement about bringing the series to a close. He also promises some big changes to the show's universe, and he also acknowledges the pressure of bringing a satisfying end to the show. And I love the way he puts this. He says, and I quote, "It's just such a gift to know, as a filmmaker anyway, when your story's ending, because you know when to just blow the doors off of it completely, to completely change the world of the show. You
Nice.
don't have to maintain it because you got 6 more seasons. You've got to squeeze out of it, uh, and that it's time to bring on the end game." So that's what the finale was built to do.
Nice.
So he seems like this one's going to be real intense. For those that have been following the show, um, we talk. They talk about uh, Homelander
Hmm.
successfully taking over every single thing and changing the country into basically a Homelander led kingdom,
Oh yeah.
which was cool because it's like it's one of those cliche things where it's like they always they talk it up, and then they hear the good people come in and they stop them. No, this actually happens.
Oh yeah.
So that was cool to see. So now it's his country now, and what is it going to look like in season 5? And how do our characters fight against this? I'd love to see this.
I can't wait to see it too, and I also can't wait to see, since Gen V is still going to be going on, what happens in Gen V after
Hmm.
this last season of The Boys. How
I am
that
curious too.
world and how that universe deals with it.
So now I actually have a question about Gen V. Now I
Mm-hmm.
love Gen V. We've watched it. It's
Mm-hmm.
phenomenal, great. But where does Gen V come in timeline wise?
Between
Because I
seasons, it's between seasons 3 and 4.
so it's running congruently with the show.
Yeah.
Okay, so at first, because that's what I was trying to figure out, and to me, I was trying to figure out because it seemed like at parts it was hinting that this is after everything happened with the boys. But obviously, with what's going down, there's no
No,
way that it could be after the boys.
no.
So now I
Remember
was
those
like,
two kids that showed up? There was two Gen V kids that showed up at the end working with Homelander.
you're
They're part
right.
of the new seven.
You're right, and I saw that. That's what was part of the part that was throwing me off. And I was like, all right, so now I have no idea when Gen V takes place. So pretty excited, really excited for this. Um,
Me too. Having never read the comics, I'm like, what I know solely about this world is based completely on these shows, and I'm super excited to see where this
all right,
goes.
so fun fact about the boys: Simon Pegg was what's just oh my god, I brain farted. The the kid, him starts with a H. Anyways, his
Yeah.
dad
Oh
is
yeah, yeah.
Simon Pegg.
Yeah.
Why can't I remember his damn name?
Huey.
Huey. Thank you. So Simon Pegg is Huey's dad.
Right.
The reason they actually did that is because if you ever read the comics, then you'll know the Huey character was actually based off of Simon Pegg. He actually looks just like him, and he's Irish.
Really.
And the reason for that at the time is because the author basically came out and said, "Look, if this ever gets made into a movie or a show or anything like that, Simon Pegg is going to be the absolute perfect person to play Huey." So he
Right.
modeled him directly after Simon Pegg, and as an homage to that, they went ahead and just made Simon Pegg his dad instead, because it's been such a long time since the comics actually came out when they decided to do this, and Hugh
Sure.
and Simon Pegg has aged and he can't really play that part anymore.
Right. They got Dennis Quaid's
Um,
kid.
yeah. So another twisting that we're getting here with the show, and this is one I'm actually okay with. I don't really like when they deviate from comics. There's so much in the show that deviates away from the comic, but in the way that Crypty talks about it and says things, it's like, you know what, it really makes sense when you say it like that. So the original ending of the boys you find out that that Dark Noir
Yeah, is the clone
is
of.
actually, well, he's the original Homelander, and the Homelander that's there, the evil Homelander, is the clone. Yeah, and basically he came out and said that's kind of a really offshot way of playing this, and it's a big kind of fuck you to everybody. He's like, so if you're expecting that, you're not gonna get anything like that. We're changing it up. We're gonna make it suit, and we're gonna make it right.
Right.
So I was like, all right, that's cool. I'm okay with that.
Nice.
So yeah, looking forward to the boys coming out.
Man, very cool, dude.
Do not have a date on
That's okay. I can patiently wait for
it.
that. And when it shows up, you bet your ass I'll get right on it.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. Well, speaking
What
of
you got
TV,
next for me?
speaking of TV series,
Uh-huh.
Star Trek has a new series come out. They've cast a major WWE star as part of its Bridges crew. WWE star Becky Lynch is set to embark on an earthbound adventure in Star Trek Starfleet Academy. Well, probably not the best looking look of the man, Becky Lynch, but there we go.
The woman.
Actually, no, she's the man.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll take your
Okay.
word for it. You know more than me.
So earlier this week, the multi-time WWE Women's Champion announced on her social media that she will be joining Star Trek Starfleet Academy, and she is really looking forward to it. Starfleet Academy, which I kind of want to talk about, is a spin-off of Star Trek Discovery, which is set hundreds of years after Star Trek Deep Space Nine. So it takes place even the further future.
Was that Picard?
No, Picard is here. Discovery and Starfleet Academy are way over here.
Okay. Okay.
They shot into the 32nd century.
No.
Yeah, so it's way in the future, which is great. Which is now, hopefully, we can't catch up with our technology with what future science technology will look like. Star Trek: The Original Series. You look at the technology there. But this new series does take a YA approach, and like I said, it picks up after the events of Star Trek Discovery. It's going to star Becky Lynch here. But they haven't named her character yet. And speaking of the Rhino, Paul Giamatti will be playing an unnamed villainous character in the series.
Nice.
Also coming into it, Holly Hunter is going to be the Chancellor. Oded Fehr as Admiral Charles Vance. He's already been on Discovery for a few seasons. He's doing great. Comedian Ted Notaro as Jet Reno. And Robert Picardo is coming back as the Doctor. So this looks like it's going to be coming out in 2025. And I'm looking forward to it, man.
Okay.
I know you're not too into Star Trek, but
so
new
far
Trek
behind.
is amazing, dude.
I'm so far behind in Star Trek.
New Trek is so good.
I did find a Star Trek shirt that I want to get.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember the original A New Hope design? You know, with Luke holding the lightsaber and Leia, and then Vader behind him.
Sure.
So it's a shirt from tshirthell.com.
Mm-hmm.
And it shows that iconic scene, and then right below it, it says Star Trek. Like, way to piss a lot of people off with just one shirt.
I love it.
I mean, because you're gonna piss off the Wars fans, and you're gonna piss off the Trekkies.
That is perfect, man. Absolutely perfect.
They have a bunch of shirts like that too. Like they've got one of like Kiss, and then underneath it says Led Zeppelin. Yeah, tshirthell.com.
Tshirthell.com.
Tshirthell.com. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Tshirthell.com.
Did you ever see my? Okay, now I know a lot of people are going to give me shit for this, but I don't care. It's comedy and it's funny. But did you remember my old Hitler shirt? It
No.
was a picture of Hitler, like, and he was holding flowers, and he had a big rainbow behind him, and it said, "What about all the good things Hitler did?" It was a fucked up shirt. But yeah, I got that shirt. Like that was like shit, 15 years ago, something like that, maybe. I don't know. It was a long time ago, but I got that shirt from tshirthell.com. They actually had a promotion a long time ago that if you wore their t-shirts to an airport and you got kicked off of a plane because of their t-shirts, they would personally take their jet and fly you to your location.
Fair enough.
So they have some pretty crude shirts there.
Yeah, okay. Maybe we shouldn't send our viewers to go there. Okay.
It's comedy. It's comedy. Remember, it's
Sure.
comedy, people. The
Sure.
purpose of comedy is to go to that line and cross it a whole bunch of times.
Yeah, I don't know how to transition from this to one of my other stories. So, you got anything?
Let's see here. So we got Star Trek and Hitler. Let's go with oh, this is right up that alley. Where is it? Boom, baby. Did you hear about this?
Nova? Okay. What about Nova?
Marvel's Nova series enlists Criminal Minds showrunner Ed Bernero.
Hmm.
Is going to be developing for the new Nova series on Disney Plus. He said he's an avid Nova fan, and the show will have shades of both Star Trek meets like Battlestar Galactica, which is, he says, I'm sure it's something that fans would embrace. If you don't know much about Nova,
We've already seen the Nova Corps in the MCU.
have we actually?
Yeah, the Guardians of the Galaxy movies.
Okay, well, yeah, but so if you don't know who any of those people are, Richard Rider is Nova. Okay, so he's not the Nova Corps, but he's the Nova Corps for Earth. Uh, Richard Rider begins as an ordinary high school student in Long Island, New York, when his life changes when he's chosen by Roman Day, the dying member of the Intergalactic Nova Corps, to inherit his power and the mantle of Nova Prime.
Hmm.
He's essentially like Marvel's Superman.
No.
Yeah, he's got superhuman strength, flight, energy projection, enhanced durability through the Nova Force. Like, he's kind of Superman.
No, sir.
Okay, so what is he?
He's Marvel's Green Lantern.
No, he's not.
He's in a corps. He was recruited by a dying former guardian of that
Well,
area
so
of
is
space. Energy protection. Sir. Quit fooling yourself. He's Marvel's Green Lantern.
but he looks a whole lot cooler.
No, he does not.
He looks kind of.
Quit
He looks
fooling
like
yourself. The Nova
he looks
Corps
like he's
is
from Judge
Marvel's
Dredd.
Green Lanterns.
Tell me he doesn't look like he's from like the Judge Dredd universe.
Sure.
And Judge Dredd is awesome.
Sure.
Okay,
But do
way
not
better than
sit there.
green and animated.
Then do not sit there. That's all you have to. That's all you got. That's the only ammo you have against Green Lantern.
No, it's just funny to say.
That is Marvel's attempt at Green Lantern Corps.
I guess. At least they don't bring fucking emotions into it.
Sure. Yeah. Read some Nova. Yeah, buddy.
I can honestly tell you, I've never really read much Nova ever. The only time I've ever read anything that had to do with Nova is whenever Nova inserts themselves into like what's going on.
Kid Nova
So
that they have going like within the past 10 years has been like really good stuff. He's done team ups with like Miss Marvel and such.
mm-hmm.
Good fun stuff.
So I will say that if this is the image that I got from the article.
Sure.
So I don't know where this image has been taken from. If this is an image provided from Disney, and this is what we kind of have to look forward to, it looks pretty cool, actually.
Well, but
I
we've seen the Nova Corps already in the MCU.
mm-hmm,
It was in the first Guardians of the Galaxy. John C. Riley is a member
mm-hmm.
of the Nova Corps. Do you remember him in Guardians?
That's when they were on that planet and they were talking shit.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
yeah,
When he got with Yondo and then we practically got into a fight.
right.
In fact, wasn't Sylvester Stallone there?
No, Sylvester Stallone was in the second one.
Okay. Okay. But was he a part of the Nova Corps?
No, he was part of the original Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay. Okay. I just remember Sylvester Stallone, and I'm putting together Judge Dredd in my mind too. So
Yeah, I can see that, bud.
so yeah. So I'm actually kind of looking forward to that. I kind of wish
I
I
am
had
too.
Disney.
Give me more of the Disney Marvel stuff, man. I'm eating it up with a spoon.
Let's
Oh man.
see.
All right. So I have some small screen to big screen news.
Okay.
A full-length Bluey movie is on the way.
What?
Have you
No,
watched any Bluey?
absolutely not. But I know one thing about Bluey.
What's that?
He was made in the color he was so that dogs can actually see him on the TV.
So Bluey is the most popular character in the world right now, and she is heading to the big screen.
Wait, that's
Uh,
she?
yeah, Bluey's a girl.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Disney and BBC announced on Tuesday morning that the Bluey movie is officially in the works. The series creator Joe Brum is returning to direct and write the film, which is going to be released in theaters around the world in 2027. A specific date has not been released yet. Since its debut in Disney Junior and Disney Plus, Bluey has become a global phenomenon, uniting families everywhere with its heartfelt stories of play, imagination, and connection. Said the Disney Entertainment co-chairs Alan Bergman and Dana Walden. Um, so I just thought, like, a little good news. Like, this is actually one of those kids, one of those shows that show up every 10, 15 years. That's
Mm-hmm.
like fun for parents to watch too with their little ones. You know, like Yo Gabba Gabba years ago. Bluey is absolutely pure and
Mm-hmm.
fun and not. I don't know, man. It's just you don't feel like a phony having your kids watch it when you enjoying it with them.
Yeah, I
It's
can honestly
genuine.
I can honestly tell you I've never seen anything never seen the intro. I've never seen an episode. I've never seen anything but Bluey. I've heard about it and I've seen all sorts of images. Uh, I didn't even know it was a she.
It's so cute. It's just the cutest little show. Cutest little family show. The episodes are like maybe like 8 to 10 minutes each. They're just little snippet funs of just like pure heartfelt goodness. They're really, really good.
I have heard of Blue Chew. That's that gum that's like Viagra. Hey, you still got another half an hour, bro. We're not done. Bro, 94.5 The Buzz, they like promote that Blue Chew fucking Viagra gum every single day. So, yeah, anytime I hear the word blue, that's all I think of.
So does every other podcast I listen to, and now us.
Yep, there you go.
If you're looking for a rock hard wiener, Blue Chew.
And you don't want to have to stand in line or go to a doctor. Blue Chew.
I don't even know where to go with it.
Did I just ruin Bluey for you?
I think you did.
Oh,
Thanks.
that's pretty good. So, I have not seen it yet. However, where's the damn image?
Where's
Oh,
the
did I not
beef?
save the image? Oh. Let me save this image real quick. Let's see if it shows up. There it is.
What are we looking at, bud?
Oof.
Oh, the show we were talking about a couple weeks
We were
ago.
talking about this. I have not watched it yet because we have a bunch of other shows that we're currently getting through. Tim Miller's animated video game anthology series Secret Level has already, and keep in mind, this has just not been out. They came out, what, the 10th? Okay.
Oh, that's
So
right.
hasn't, it is, today's the 17th. It's been 7 days, and
Mm-hmm.
they've already renewed it for a second season.
Fantastic.
The news comes with additional new episodes from season one that were released. So far, the series has been awesome. People have enjoyed it from what they've watched so far. There's some really cool animation and stories that have been told in the world of some fan favorite video games. Uh, let's see. The series comes from Amazon MGM Studios and Blur Studio, creators of Love, Death, and Robots, which
Oh, I love.
I freaking love that.
Mm-hmm.
Love, Death, and Robots and Black Mirror.
Yeah.
I can watch those any day. And it includes 15 mind-bending episodes and groundbreaking animation. Let's see, Vernon Sanders, head of television at Amazon MGM Studios, previously said Secret Level weaves a tapestry of iconic games across multiple mediums to tell a series of unique and captivating stories. And I was like, all right, that's cool. Kind of like you kind of already knew that, but as we mentioned before, the 15 epic stories found in series 1 include the games of Armored Core, Concord, Crossfire, Dungeons and Dragons, Exodus, Honor of Kings, Mega Man, my boy, New World, Eternum. They had to throw New World in there because again, that was the Amazon created game.
Sure.
Pac-Man, PlayStation, highlighting various PlayStation Studios beloved entities, Sifu, Spelunky, The Outer Worlds, Unreal Tournament, and Warhammer 40K.
Hmm.
So we are already 7 days into this, and we've already been given the green light for season 2.
Did they release
So
all 15 episodes at once?
I think there were 10 episodes when I checked it, and that's why I didn't want to watch it.
Wait till it's
Because
all out.
I think they released 8 or 10 episodes immediately, and then I think we're getting one episode a week. So that's again is part of the
That's
reason I
rough.
didn't want to watch it, uh, and mostly because Mega Man wasn't one of the ones I saw on the list.
Fair enough.
So that was a little upsetting.
Well, sorry to hear about that, bud.
I think you got something that you can follow that one with.
I actually do, since you mentioned the Pac-Man himself.
Oh,
There has been a new release trailer for the next Pac-Man game in the Pac-Man saga. How about we just why don't we play that trailer first, then
you
we'll
want to do the
talk about
trailer?
it. Yeah,
All right,
let's
let's
do that.
let's let's get rid of that.
Ladies and
And
gentlemen, Pac-Man game Shadows Labyrinth.
now I haven't watched this yet, so I can watch it with you live.
Yeah, I can't hear it, but can you hear it?
What?
Right. So I'll just go. This year's Game Awards came with tons of new announcements, giving players plenty to look forward to the coming year. One of the announcements involved one of the strangest yet intriguing trailers of the night, showcasing the upcoming Bandai Namco game Shadow Labyrinth. Uh, so this is they definitely gave Pac-Man a makeover. Not only that, but they're introducing him in the unfamiliar territory, reminiscent of Dead Cells and other Metroidvania roguelikes.
Okay,
So, so we are
that
getting
was pretty
a
awesome.
2D platform Metroidvania Pac-Man game. So what exactly is Shadow Labyrinth? It's officially being presented as a 2D action platformer reminiscent of Metrovania and roguelikes. The Swordsman and Pac-Man combine as one big, terrifying Pac-Man in Shadow Labyrinth. Let's see. The trailer shows players will have control of both the Swordsman and Puck, putting Pac-Man right in the action. The environment Pac-Man is thrown into is far different from that black and blue maze he started out in, but it does appear to be sending him to eat up those power pellets the way only Pac-Man does. So yeah, buddy. It looks like
So
we've
who is the swordsman?
He's just called the Swordsman right now.
That's just who he is. He's just
They
the
haven't
swordsman.
revealed if he's another character or somebody from the past or anything like that, but it seems to be like Pac-Man is a familiar.
That's what I'm getting from it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, dude, this kind of took me aback. Now, this is going to be available, I believe, I saw it's going to be on Nintendo Switch, Steam, and PlayStation.
Okay. Did
But
you
yeah,
call this? You said Metroidvania?
a Metroidvania. So Metroidvania is this type of style of game, like Metroid and Castlevania.
Okay, that's what I thought that's where words were coming from. I was like, okay.
Right.
Is there one more? Let me see. Yeah. Definitely seems like a really fast, really intense, almost like a hack and slash.
Mm-hmm.
But like there were parts of it where I saw as Pac-Man
Mm-hmm.
going down, and like Pac-Man would eat him.
Right.
Would eat the swordsman.
And kind of like use them as a power up.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. I mean, look, is this game like something
There's
else
another
and
one.
they just decided to throw the Pac-Man IP on top of it to sell? I don't
I don't
care.
know.
I don't know and I don't care. I love this. I love this as the future for Pac-Man.
It looks pretty
Let's
cool.
go.
It
Let's
looks really cool.
go.
I'm down for it. Dude, that trailer was intense. I didn't watch the trailer. I know you sent it earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch the trailer because I wanted you to get the live reaction there. I wanted to watch it with him. That and the music too.
Yeah.
I miss the days back when video games had really awesome soundtracks too, man.
If you keep with the JRPG genre, you will. You'll still get really good soundtracks. But yeah, man, this is the future for Pac-Man. I'm down for it. Let's see what happens. I love a good Metroidvania style game. So 2D platforming is still one of my favorites genres to play. I'm super looking forward to this.
I don't know why this makes me think of like Mega Man or even Mario. How when you would go into a room and fight a boss, the door would shut and everything, and like you could see the little opening right over here that you'll go through once you defeat the boss into the next room.
Yeah, dude,
that looks really cool.
That looks fun. Looks like it's gonna be fun. So I'm definitely gonna keep my eyes out on that one.
That seems like an enjoyable game.
Speaking of enjoyable games, I have one more story. You want to get that one out of the way?
Let's hear it.
Pokemon trading card game Pocket's new cards are now available. So I've only just been playing this game for a couple days, but we just got a new update this morning and has the Mythical Island theme booster pack. That's a screenshot from my actual game. Starting today, players can find a whole lot of new cards to collect, including Pokemon that weren't present in the Genetic Apex set, such as Marshadow, Swirlix, and Flabébé. Players can also expect new cards for Pokemon that were already in Genetic Apex, including Pikachu, Weezing, and Ponyta. There's also some new support cards to be found based on important characters like Blue and Leaf. And finally, oh, that's right, I got a Leaf card today. Awesome.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, finally, there are some new item cards like the Pokemon Flute. I just thought since we were both playing this, we were talking about it with Tim a little bit.
Yeah, that's right.
I just wanted to say, hey, there's an update. If you didn't pick it up today, there's some new cards going.
My camera sucks. Okay, can you see that?
I can.
So
you open from the back?
So I always scroll through,
Mm-hmm.
and occasionally there will be one that is backwards.
I haven't
And
seen
I
that yet.
always open, if you scroll through it, I always open the ones that are backwards. So this is actually my very first one. Let's see if I can get this here.
Your very first Mythical Island pack.
This is my very first. I didn't know this was out.
Oh, nice.
Let's see if I can do this.
Go for it, dude. Oh, you did the wrong way. No, kidding. You're
There.
fine.
Okay, there.
All right.
All right, let's see what I get for here. This is my very first pack.
I can't see who that is. Oh, that's the alien. There's the
There's
Pokemon
the
flute.
flute.
There's the Ember.
There's coughing.
Oh, I got one of those.
Man, nothing good, man. Nothing good. But I do have another one. That's freaking awesome. So I'm at 206 out of I think the 225,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe a little bit higher. For the
So
genetic
there's
apex.
so the previous set was 286 cards with 226 normal and 60
Yeah,
secret.
yeah, those are the alt arts. So 226 in total. The other ones just being alternate art forms.
Yeah, and Mythical Island has 86 cards in it. So that's going to be 68 normal cards and
Yeah.
18 secret.
See
Um,
here? Look, there's another one backwards.
damn, dude. I'm
Yeah.
not getting backwards ones. I'm being able to flip it backwards, but I'm not seeing them
Yeah, you
like.
can flip it backwards, but so they got Delmise, the anchor. Look, I just got the alternate art Marshadow.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, so this is actually a really cool set. Let's see if Marshadow is actually worth anything. So basic, 2 energy, one fighting, one colorless. If any of your Pokemon were knocked out by any damage from an attack during your opponent's last turn, this attack does 60 more damage, and it's 40 damage.
Damn.
Not bad, but that's very circumstantial. And they got Leopard. So this is cool. This is cool. I actually thought it was going to be much longer
Mm-hmm.
before they started opening or releasing new packs and new sets.
Well, there's no official word on when the next Pokemon TCG Pocket update. However, data mines have suggested that we won't be waiting much longer for additional cards, and that there's evidence to suggest that a new full expansion will be released in the month of January. You take that with a grain of salt, but hopefully that means there's going to be a lot more to look forward to.
Yeah. Now you
Oh,
got
and
me over
don't
here.
forget, if you haven't finished Genetic Apex, those
Mhm.
booster packs are not going away. They're still available for you to open, so you can
Yep.
finish. Yeah.
Just hit the home screen and like you would go to an open pack, and you get to choose between which one.
Well, yeah, but even if you pick on the Mewtwo,
Yeah, if you
it'll
pick
still
on,
pull up. It'll still pull up the other three. Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have your choices between Genetic Apex or Mythical Island. So I was kind of nervous about that too just now. I was like, I didn't finish it, and I went back and checked it. There it was.
There you go. So I don't know if they're going to be keeping these series evergreen, like
Mhm.
for always on there. Like you need to get these done soon. But it
I would
looks like
like
they
to
are
think.
giving us plenty of time.
I would like to think that they would do that.
Like just keep it there.
Yeah, I mean, there's no sense in getting rid of it.
Well, if
That's
they
my
carry those cards over into another set, like what's the point then?
yeah, but they don't do that. Like at least as far as the sets go now, like they do stop making stuff because they only make them for a certain amount of time. But every set's going to have a Pikachu.
Yeah.
So in a given year, you've got 30 different versions of Pikachu, each with a different move or something. I mean, if you look at this, look at the original set right now, Genetic Apex, you have like 3 or 4 different versions of Eevee alone. You have
Oh, I haven't got a
three
single
different
EV yet.
versions of three different and they all do the same thing. And then you got
Hmm.
3 different versions of Pikachu. Like 3 of them are the exact same thing. One of them is an EX. So Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think they'll get rid of them. I'd like to hope that they wouldn't, because if I come into this game in like 2 years, a person who didn't play it comes in, and 2 years, you're just SOL from ever having those cards. I don't know.
Yeah. But they're going to be having the trade, and they're going to be having like, what is that called when they do like the special opening up other people's boosters?
Like watching,
No,
I don't know.
I can't pull it up on my phone since it's recording on my phone. But like, you'll still be able to get some of those cards, even if they pull them off. Like, could
Mhm.
be through
Oh,
trades.
oh, you're talking about the Wonder Picks.
Yeah, the Wonder Picks.
The Wonder Picks, yeah.
You should still be
I've
able to
actually,
get some of those through Wonder Picks.
so my only thing, and for those that play the actual card game, know that whenever you buy cards or booster packs, ETBs, or anything like that, you get these cards, the
Mm-hmm.
QR codes. Now, the QR codes are for another Pokemon mobile TCG card game, in which you can scan the little QR code, and this QR code here would get you a Sword and Shield Lost Origin pack,
Mm-hmm.
so that I can open up extra cards there. The reason I'm saying that is that I wish this game would honor that and have that system in here too, is because this is one of about 15 stacks this big that I have of QR codes.
Jesus, dude. And they've been used. They've all been used already.
Not a one of them has been used.
Jesus.
So I've got stacks on stacks of QR codes from collecting.
Well, now, how different is this game, Pocket, than the other one?
So this game differs a lot. Um, the format in general is completely different, but it differs a lot in the combat system.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, so the other system plays just as it would if you were sitting in front of somebody playing actual Pokemon TCG. Um, you have your six prizes. When you defeat someone's Pokemon, you get to draw a prize. So that's one of the differences. The difference is the fact that you can only have three Pokemon on your bench, whereas in normal games you can have five Pokemon on your bench. I personally don't like the energy. I know this is something that you mentioned. You did like the energy system,
I do.
but the reason I don't like the energy system in this game is because it bites you in the ass if you want to build a multicolored deck. The energy that you get when you make a multicolored deck in the TCGP is completely random. So if you have a multicolored deck, let's say like one of the decks I have a water lightning deck, simply so I can pull out Dragonite, because Dragonite requires water electricity.
Sure.
And the reason I have him in there is because he does 50 damage to four random Pokemon, and that can be the same Pokemon 3 or 4 times if necessary.
Right.
So it does a hellacious amount of damage. That's just one of my decks. Now, when I play that deck, because it's completely randomized as far as the energy I get each turn, I might get water 5 or 6 turns in a row.
Right.
And this game is a fast-paced game the way it plays. So that many game turns into it, I'm done. I'm dead.
Yeah.
You can pull out a Pokemon that with one energy does 40 damage.
Sure.
And its next evolution, it's doing 80 damage. Kangaskhan does 80 damage, I think, right
Mm-hmm.
off the bat. And with each time you flip heads, I mean, it's ridiculous. Some of these cards are very OP,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of them are just trash. And they're filler cards. I mean, that's when it comes to building decks, you've got collectors and you've got deck players. About 80% of the cards are trash when it comes to deck building.
Yeah.
A lot of the cards are just pretty and fun to look at.
Yeah. As cards
So,
should be.
yeah. But as someone who does play the game as well, I don't like that. I do miss the energy searches, the fact that I can pull energy. There's the support and item cards that help me get energy. The only thing that you can do in this game to do anything with energy is if you have a Pokemon that actually kind of helps you using one of its abilities.
Right.
So, and that really limits the way you have to build and design your deck because it has to be kind of the similar uh, scheme.
Mhm.
So personally, I would rather play traditional Pokemon TCG as
Yeah.
opposed to the TCGP.
Well, you played it enough to get a hell of a lot of cards on this game.
Yeah, and I've got a lot of emblems and everything else. I'm just, me, like I said, I'm a completionist, and when it comes to collections.
Yeah, I get you, bud. I get it, man. I get it, man.
So
But I'm enjoying playing it.
yeah,
So I'm gonna keep going after it. I'm having fun. It's reteaching me how to play the Pokemon card game, which
yeah.
I've forgotten about. So I'm
Well,
having
we
fun.
need to add each other, and we need to play some games.
I've given you my French code already.
You have, yeah. If you sent it, I need to add it. I haven't been on my phone much lately.
That's okay.
But you do already have the Pikachu that I don't have.
Yeah,
That gold swirl Pikachu.
yeah.
I don't have that one.
No,
Nope. I
I
got
got that.
four other Pikachus, but not that one.
I think I got that on like my maybe third or fourth booster pack I opened.
Did you like the animated video that came with it?
No, there was no animated video.
Oh, that's right. Those ones don't. I think it's the three gold stars. So like
Mm.
whenever you get like a Mewtwo or a Charizard, a couple of those 3-star ones, they wait for it because the screen, like the Mewtwo video, is phenomenal. The screen crashes and crackles, and you see Mewtwo start flying out of the containment that he was from, and it's phenomenal. I love it. It's my favorite card of all cards.
Nice. I'll keep an eye out for it, man. I'll start
Yep.
opening up the Mewtwo packs. Maybe I'll get them.
So I got one last tidbit here. I think actually I have two. I have three.
Okay.
Let's do this one real quick.
Okay.
Do you remember? This dates back to the Nintendo 64 era. Now I know this wasn't your niche when it comes to gameplay. Do you remember Turok the Dinosaur Hunter?
I actually do. First person shooter.
Yep.
I do remember Turok very, very much.
Which was interesting because you're like this Native American, and they show this Native American guy with this knife, but no, you get
Mhm.
all these plasma weapons and all sorts of weird weaponry and armor and shit. Like you're this guy for maybe like the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, we have, I didn't even look up in any of the information on this one. I just pulled up some of the screenshots that I got. But I think coming up next year, we have Turok Origins
Oh,
coming
what?
out.
What is that?
I don't know what it is, but it looks hellacious.
Okay, so a video game.
We have a new Turok game after years and years of being deprived of Turok presence. Uh,
Fair
got
enough,
this
man.
this image here.
Whoa.
Now, in the video that I saw in the short trailer,
Mm-hmm.
his armor actually goes from being like this solid leather here, and it
Mm-hmm.
like shifts into this armor.
Hmm.
And the graphics seeing this is just so intense, coming from the original Turok 1 and Turok 2 on the Nintendo 64.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big
It's
jump in difference.
yes. I don't have that much information. Like I said, I just saw this just the other day, and I'm super stoked and super excited because I played the hell out of the Turok games.
Right on, man.
And I want to say that the Turok games used were very similar to Unreal Tournament. They might have used, I don't know if they used the Unreal Engine or not, but it definitely looks like a hell of a step up for Turok.
Yeah, buddy. That's awesome. Is it from the same developer? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't know. I should have gotten more information on this, but I didn't.
That's okay, man. You're excited for more Turok. I get it. That's awesome, dude.
It is coming on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and it is coming on Steam. So it's going to be available on all platforms except for Nintendo.
Switch.
Yep, which is interesting because that's the Nintendo is where this originally came out, I thought.
That's all right.
Let's see.
That's all right. With Turok, Turok, did they wind up doing a Turok on PlayStation 2?
I think so, but I think it might have been Turok 2, but I'm not sure. This is from Saber, Universal and Saber.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Didn't
know
they
anyone.
talk about it for years making a Turok movie?
I think they talked about it for a long time, but I think it just.
It was like one
I
of those movies like it was been in developmental hell for years.
Yeah. So I've got that, and then I usually try to provide more pictures, but I was unable to get some. Uh, if you go to Big Bad Toy Store,
Ooh.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the new figure line. These are on pre-order, starting. They're at $99
For the set or for each?
each.
Oh.
$99 a piece. They're 6.29 inches tall, made of PVS and POM, based on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles brand. Multiple points of articulation, interchangeable parts, as well as accessories. Let's see here. I see Michelangelo. Like, that's the part that bothered me, and that's why I couldn't get any pictures. Even if you go to Big Bad Toy Store, um, I got two pictures here for each one of them, and
Mm-hmm.
it's essentially just the image that you see here with the other ones blacked out.
Sure.
So,
Which manufacturer are these coming from?
um, Viacom.
Nope.
Viacom is all I can read because the rest of it's in Japanese.
Okay,
Let's see.
so
First
I
one.
heard about these turtles, dude. If you do another search on the company that makes these turtles,
Uh
they they have got some turtle truck butts, man.
huh. Oh, is this that line?
I
I've heard
think
about
so.
them.
Yeah, I think so, bud. $100 for an under 7-inch Ninja Turtles figure. I'm sorry, that's wild, man.
Ling Ji Hun. Do you know that company, Ling Ji Hun?
Mm-mm.
That's who it says that these are by.
Okay, like I love what they're doing with Donnie. I love the Donnie. Um, I love how each one of them has their own shade of green, as the Ninja Turtles should.
All right, so I
Um,
found this.
yep.
That's one of the few but you see what I mean? Like, I can't read anything. All the text is in I want to say Japanese, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like each one comes with a shirt.
Sure.
I
A
noticed right here.
communicator, a
That's a
Mauser.
Mauser head. That's a
Mm-hmm.
Mauser head and pizza. Multiple like points of articulation, multiple head
Look, you can do different
bandanas.
masks. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool.
and this one's got his mouth open.
It's fun.
Yeah, so I mean the details there. It's pretty amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You have a lot of stuff that comes with each one. This is the only one that I found that actually has multiple images.
Yeah. I love it. I love them, dude. I think those are cool looking figures, man. But $100 for one figure, just that's a
Yeah,
tall order, man.
that's a bit much for me too.
But they look great. Those are great looking figures.
Yeah, no, I agree though. That's a bit much for me, man.
Now, I would do $100 for a 2-pack.
Mhm,
I could, especially with all the accessories that they have with them,
mhm.
the different hands, the different heads. But they're not NECA. But I
Okay,
like them. Those are fun.
so I do have confirmation here. Reading it, it is, and I've never heard of the company before, but it is Ling Ji Hun.
Okay.
1/12 scale Ninja Turtle series action figures. They're priced at about $100 a piece. They're due for release in the second quarter of 2025. Big Bad Toy Store. If you want to head over there, you can start pre-ordering them now.
Yeah. Go for them. I can't wait to see how they. I can't wait to see other reviewers have them in hand.
Yeah.
Uh, and maybe I'll get FOMO. But those are cool. They're cool looking.
Who's your favorite Ninja Turtle?
Growing up, it was always Michelangelo.
Yeah, dude. And I just love that shitty grin he has here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so growing up as Michelangelo, has it changed?
It has.
Donatello?
Donatello.
Yep, I kind of figured that way.
Yep. It was
And
always number one and number two was Michelangelo and Donatello.
mhm.
And then Leonardo, then Raphael.
So mine would be Michelangelo. Yeah, Michelangelo, Donatello, Leonardo, Raphael.
Yep.
Raph was always a hothead, and he was just. I didn't care for Raph that much. I
Same.
also didn't care for Leo.
Right, but the
Uh,
lesser of two evils.
the lesser of two evils. There, I would take Leo. Uh, and it's interesting too, like the story like behind the weapons of them,
Mm-hmm.
because so like Leonardo is the leader, and the leader has to show discipline,
Sure.
which is why he was given one of the deadliest weapons. But if
Mm-hmm.
you notice, he never cuts or stabs anybody.
No.
And it's the same. It's almost the same thing with Raphael, who the number one person out there that's going to stab somebody was giving size,
Yeah.
and never once does he stab anybody. Donatello, the absolute sharpest mind, given the absolute most blunt weapon there is, because it takes a level of complexity to actually
Mm-hmm.
learn to use that blunt weapon.
Sure.
Same thing with Michelangelo. He has such a skill set to be able to use the nunchucks, and he's got such a freaking rattle mind, and he's so crazy and all over the place, that to have a mind and it is idiotic to master the skills necessary to use the nunchucks was pretty impressive. So
Right.
like each one of them was given their weapons uh, off of their attitudes. That was
You just
really
went a lot deeper on Ninja Turtles than I would have expected.
eh, I saw the picture and it just kind of made me think of it because except for Michelangelo there, all of them are brandishing their weapons. It just made me think about it.
Right on, dude.
Popular. I mean, we could go back to talking about Pluto.
Thank you so much for joining us this evening on a week for a week in Geek. Uh, Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for downloading. Please like and subscribe wherever you can get us. We are all over on social media: X, Instagram, Facebook, even TikTok. OATFTG. Um, Next week we will be doing our Christmas episode, so hopefully you'll be able to join us there. And in closing, I would like to impart with you a inspirational quote from stand-up philosopher Steve Martin.
Okay.
A day without sunshine is like, you know, night.